Hello guys, happy Tuesday. Today I'm going to be reviewing the problems that we did last week along with the new strategy for multiplying a whole number by a fraction that I taught you yesterday. So I really want to make sure that I emphasize this enough that you need to be watching these videos and you need to be watching them carefully, okay? If you're getting to the point when you are doing the work where you don't understand, that is when you need to go and you need to watch the video again, okay? You need to watch the video again. If you are watching these videos and you are watching them carefully, you should be able to answer these questions, okay? And a lot of you are, and a lot of you are doing an awesome job. Miss Webster and I couldn't be more proud. So let's get started. This first question looks a lot like what we did last week. So here we go. Last week, Miss Eden read for 9 hours. Miss Webster read for 2/3 of the 9 hours that Miss Eden read. How many hours did how many hours did Miss Webster read? Okay, so this is where the two strategies are going to give you the same answer, but are a little bit different, okay? So last week we said, here's a fraction bar, and that's going to be equivalent to the 9 hours that I read. Well, we want to know what is 2/3 of the 9 hours that I read. So last week what we did is we broke this into thirds, okay? And we said that 9 divided by 3 equals 3. So each of these boxes were equivalent to 3. Well, if Miss Webster read 2/3 of that, then she read 2 times 3, which is 6, okay? So let me show you the way that I taught yesterday, a different strategy, okay? So sometimes this strategy is going to work, and sometimes it might not be the most efficient way. So here's another strategy. So yesterday I said we could do 9 times 2/3, okay? And instead of writing 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3 9 times, I said put the 9 over 1, because any number over 1 is itself, okay? So 9 over 1 is 9, 10 over 1 is 10, and so forth, okay? So when you do that, when it comes to multiplying fractions, you can multiply the numerators together, and you can multiply the denominators together, only for multiplication. I repeat, only for multiplication. So when you do that, you get 18/3. What is 18/3? 6. Same answer, different strategy. Let's go to the next problem. Okay. Miss Godfrey uses 2/5 of a cup of vinegar in her salad dressing. Then how much vinegar would she need if she tripled the recipe? So I tried to get a little challenging for you. So she uses 2/5 of a cup of vinegar in one recipe. Then when we triple it, triple means that we are going to multiply it by 3. That's right. So instead of saying 2/5 plus 2/5 plus 2/5, yesterday I gave you the strategy that you could instead do 2/5 times 3, okay? You would put that over 1, because any number over 1 is itself, okay? So when you do that, you get 2 times 3 is 6/5. 6/5 is equivalent to 1 and 1/5. Now, see how much more efficient that is than doing 2/5 plus 2/5 plus 2/5? So that to me is a much more efficient strategy. But I also want you to understand that when we have problems where we're looking at a fraction of, sometimes this strategy comes in handy too. Okay, so next we just have some problems, okay, that we can work on. So 11 times 4/5. So if I'm going to use this new strategy, then I would put 11 over 1, okay? I would do 11 times 4, which is 44, over 5, okay? So then I would have to divide 44 by 5. I know that I can make 8 groups, okay, because 8 times 5 is 40. And I would have 4 left over. So 8 and 4/5. Okay, so now this is where the other strategy might be better for you, okay? Because if you're going to do this strategy, then the first thing you need to do is you need to do 63 times 4, okay? You can go ahead and do 63 times 4, but I also know that if I were to draw a bar graph and call it, say it's 63, and I broke this into eighths, 1, 2, 3, I know that 63 divided by 9 equals 7. So I know that each of these would be equivalent to 7, okay? So then if I colored 4 of those in, 7 times 4 equals 28, okay? That, at this point, this strategy would probably be a better strategy to do. Now let's say you want to do my new strategy. Well, all you would have to do is 63 times 4. 4 times 3 is 12. Carry my 1. 4 times 6 is 24 plus 1, 25, okay? So now I would have to do 252 divided by 9. Okay, so that's where that strategy might get a little bit tricky. So I'm going to erase this and see what 252 divided by 9 is. Okay, 252 divided by 9. Well, I know 9 times 20 gives me 180. Remember, we want to make sure we're still getting 28. 2 minus 0 is 2. That's 1. 1572. Well, look at that. I know 9 times 8 gives me 28. So if I add 20 plus 8, I again get 28. Okay? So again, you kind of got to pick when the strategy you have to pick which strategy works better. So I'm always kind of thinking about, oh, can I divide that denominator by the whole number? Okay, so let's move on to the next ones. Okay, I want you right now to do the next ones on your own, picking the strategy that works for you. Okay, I'm first going to go ahead though and tell you that I cannot divide 7 by 6. So I'm thinking that the best strategy is going to be this one. Okay, looking over here, I can't divide 10 by 4. So I'm thinking the best strategy is going to be this one. Okay, so go ahead, pause the video, and solve them. Go. Okay, so when we multiply our numerators together, we get 35. 35 divided by 6 is going to give me 5 and 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to multiply 7 times 4 together. Whoopsie. I get 28. 28 tenths. Okay, 28 divided by 10, I would have 10 times 2 groups equals 20. Okay, with 8 left over. So I would have at least 2 groups and 8 tenths. Okay, so again, Miss Webster has a Zoom today at 10 o'clock. If this is confusing you, please make sure that you are using that time to get some help, okay? So, we will be practicing these types of problems with some IXL strands today. I hope to see that everybody's going on IXL and trying these out. I will be posting again tomorrow. Bye-bye.